Hey everybody, so Captain Marvel came out a little bit ago, and I have decided to review it. I don't really know how to do this, guys, but let's just jump into it.
Let's just jump into it.
The opening act of the movie was probably the most boring 10 minutes in the entire MCU, and there's a very simple reason why. Captain Marvel is a boring-ass character. Alone, Carol Danvers would make this movie as bad as The Incredible Hulk. Thankfully though, there was a lot of good supportive characters. Unfortunately though, none of them are in the opening act, except the knockoff Guardians of the Galaxy. The first good supportive character we get to see is Nick Fury when Carol lands on Earth. This is when the movie really starts getting fun to watch. Fury and Carol start this really entertaining buddy cop duo with a kind of Brooklyn Nine-Nine feel, but with a lot more aliens and shape-shifting. Carol explains to him about the Skrulls, and the movie finally gets interesting. Apparently though, Skrulls aren't that interesting though, because not a single person in the whole movie cares that there are aliens on the planet. This movie is before the Battle of New York, so there has been no proof of aliens existing before this. But does anyone care? No. Literally no one cares. The Skrulls walk out onto a public beach without even changing form and they're all green. No one cares or looks twice, they just go on with their life. Anyway, the movie goes on. We finally get to meet the only two characters with good dialogue in this movie. I'm not saying that it has bad dialogue, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Except for these two characters though, we get Talos and Maria. Talos is my favorite character in the whole movie. He's the Skrull leader and has an Australian accent for some reason, but it's the most sarcastic, funny character in the whole movie. He's kind of like what Captain Marvel was supposed to be, with her sarcastic comments, but hers come out forced and unnatural, while his come out really fun and lighthearted. And also, if you're saying that I should have let my favorite character be a villain, he might not exactly be a villain. You have to watch the movie to find out. The other good character is Maria, Carol Danvers' best friend. She doesn't really do much in this movie that makes her important, but she does bring Carol's memory back and has an actually good monologue that aren't a lot of in the franchise. She also has a daughter who's freakishly good with alien technology. Now I'm trying to spoil as little as possible of the movie, so I'm going to make this review of the plot brief. The beginning of the movie is kind of bad, but improved a lot when Carol gets to Earth. The middle is alright and very fun to watch when Carol interacts with good characters. And the ending was really good with a lot of good action sequences. That's it for the plot, because even if for some reason you're watching this before seeing the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you. The CGI in this movie was really good, as is the usual for Marvel movies. It didn't feel overused as it is normally, but it's going to be very difficult to show people flying around in space without using it. Now I feel like I've covered most of the basic stuff about this movie. Again, I might have forgot some stuff, but whatever. I'm going to talk about 3 things I liked about this movie, and maybe some stuff I don't like, if I feel like it. The flying scenes were definitely one of the best parts of this movie. They didn't really come around to the end, but they felt really real. You could tell she was flying with her powers and not with a suit like Iron Man. And I mean, like, Tony in his suit, he feels kind of stiff because he's in a suit and it makes sense. But in this movie, they definitely knew to make the flying look more free and natural. Another good part about this movie was the way the movie hints to you about the Skrulls. Some of the most creative parts of the movie are how they tell you that the people are Skrulls and not just them. They can't just outright say that they're Skrulls or else it ruined the movie, so they subtly hint it to the audience. And I mean really subtle. If you don't pay close attention to the movie, you're not going to tell and you're going to be shocked when they reveal themselves. Another thing in this movie gets right is the plot twist. And just a warning, I'm about to spoil part of it, so if you haven't seen it, skip along a little bit. One of the major plot twists in the movie is finding out Skrulls are the good guys and the Kree are the baddies. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Literally, in all the comics and TV shows, the Kree are good and the Skrull are bad. But no, not in the movie. They changed it. It was really unexpected. And I'm fine with them changing it because it makes the movie a lot better and more complex. And I especially like that you cannot tell this plot twist was coming. It's kind of like the Mandarin plot twist in Iron Man 3, but I liked it more. Now I'm going to talk about some of the things that I didn't like about this movie. Let me first start by talking about how much my theater sucks. It doesn't have any comfy seats in there, That's normally okay because they show the movie right. But not today though, because they just decided to only show the movie on 1/4 of the screen. That's right, there was like 20 feet of open space on the screen that they just ignored. And they didn't fix it through all 2 hours of the movie, and I didn't want to like talk, I just ignored it. Anyways, let's talk about the thing in the action movie that I didn't like, which was Captain Marvel. I know I said this before, but she's just not a very good character, and she better work mostly with other good characters in Avengers 4, or else she's kind of going to ruin it. Because she doesn't have that Marvel charm yet that most of the actors in the MCU have after 8 years of experience, and it kind of makes her a boring character. She really seems out of place in a Marvel movie. And I'm not just saying Brie Larson is a bad actress, because she just hasn't gotten used to her role yet. She's a great actress. I think we all know this, the awards she's gotten. Now I'm going to leave this video here, and if anyone actually is watching this and wants to help me improve my videos, leave a comment down below and tell me what I can do better next time.